Coming up on Thursday night, residents in Bridgewater will have an opportunity to learn how to help continue making the town a brighter community for years to come. Welcome to this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck. The town is hosting a community volunteer event on Thursday night from 6 to 7 p.m., and some may believe that being on a board or committee in town is time-consuming, but changes can be made in the community by giving just a couple hours a month.
No, it really is not a time-consuming effort. We have a lot of volunteer opportunities that come up throughout the year, and specifically, we've got about 21, 22, 23 different boards and committees that we have set up in town for a whole variety of different reasons. And we're looking for people to populate those boards and committees. Those, in many cases, are boards and committees that are making very important recommendations about the direction of the town and where we should be going. So we want to make sure we got a really good cross-section of people to be on those boards and provide a voice for people that in many cases haven't had a voice thus far.
And there is a link to sign up for the event on the town's website. That's bridgewaterma.org. While BSU Athletics have been off the field and courts for the past 10 months, the department was selected as a recipient of a national award. The university's Department of Athletics and Recreation was chosen as the 2020 Division III LGBTQ Department of the Year. BSU is chosen from a list of nominees that includes Notre Dame of Maryland University, Pomona, Pitzer Colleges, Vassar College, and more. There were originally 40 nominations that got whittled down through 2 rounds of evaluations. The university put into place a transgender student-athlete policy, a first in the MASCAC and one of the first here in New England.
And just to go through that whole process, to help them identify feeling comfortable enough to be able to come and go through that process, to self-identify as a transitioning student-athlete who still wants to compete, to be able to provide that inclusive environment, that safe environment, so that they could put themselves out there, really touched myself personally, but also I think really helped the entire department, everywhere from me all the way through sports information and sports medicine, to provide that inclusive competitive experience for that student athlete. Just to be able to see that impact, I think made it clear we're all on the right road here towards inclusion.
BSU Athletics Director Dr. Mary Beth Lamb added that the university is creating a student advisory board for diversity and inclusion to make sure everybody has a voice at BSU. Getting a check of your health today, and the new strain of COVID-19 has made headlines as it is in the United States, and the new mutation was found in Massachusetts this past weekend. Now, we're hearing the virus has mutated or changed, but ultimately, what does that mean? And is this something that we should be concerned about?
This variant is more fit, or it works better, then naturally there's going to be more of it, and it's going to be transmissible more easily and grow more readily, and then kind of take over, so to speak, the population of viruses.
This is something that many scientists were expecting, as viruses can mutate, so it wasn't surprising when the coronavirus did as well. A way to think about mutation is like changing a Word document over and over again. Doctors say that mutations are insignificant and can actually be detrimental to the virus, but sometimes the virus can get lucky and it works better. In the case of COVID, the virus mutated to the new strain, which can latch onto cells more effectively. Once someone is infected, the virus will behave the same way that we've expected.
These new variants can still be detected with our current methods of detection. So that's one thing that should be reassuring, is that we can still detect these variants just like we've been able to detect the original strains.
Currently, scientists say they have no data to show the mutations have any effect on the effectiveness of the COVID-19 vaccine. Let's get to some trending news, and a story that, to be frank, could feature a job that puts your career path on a roll. I think you know where this could be going here, as Kraft Heinz is seeking people to drive the Wienermobile. The job description says that an ideal hot dogger, yes, that's the actual name of the job position, will be driving the Wienermobile cross country, and they must be outgoing, creative, friendly, and exuberant. The lucky few will drive the 27-foot-long vehicle to various places and appear in different media interviews. The Wienermobile was off the road for most of 2020 because of the pandemic, but was back in the headlines after one of the drivers drove it to Yellowstone National Park to propose to his girlfriend. The deadline to apply to be a hot dogger, again, this is a real job. There's applications, processes, and everything. The deadline for that is January 31st. Now, hopefully people can muster up the courage to apply. Give me a second to relish that joke. Maybe I should stick to the job I have right now and not a comedian. But thank you for watching this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck.